Welcome to the 9th episode of Cruz Boxing Scorecard. It's your boy, Crucito Vago.
And it's your boy, Henry. Don't forget to like and share.
People, we're going to talk about Canelo.
Right away.
We're going to talk about Berlanga. But before we talk about that, I got one thing to say. Viva Mexico, cabrones! Yo, Canelo came through, won by unanimous decision. The judges, Max DeLuca had it 118-109. David Sutherland had it 117-110. Steve Weisfeld had it 118-109. The judges had it very, very close between each other. Henry, what'd you think about that fight?
Obviously, Canelo did an amazing job. He also put him down once. I thought he was going to take him out, but he didn't. I thought it was another easy fight for Canelo. I feel like he did what he normally does. It's not anything like really new. Like, he's that good. I was hoping for a knockout because he was talking so much smack, you know, and I was also kind of hoping like he would like break his face like he did to Billy Joe Saunders or something, you know?
Something, right?
You know, and that didn't happen. And I lost $40 too because I was hoping for a knockout. You know who you are. I want my money back.
You know, Canelo did sweet science, did his job. He hasn't really changed. I haven't seen anything new in this past fight. He just got the job done. This guy over here has been eating donuts. Let me tell you. When I say donuts, I'm talking about the O's, baby. The O's, the undefeated O's. Undefeated O's.
He's beating everybody.
He took Berlanga's donut. He took his O. He's been eating that shit. Berlanga, another one. Jaime Munguia. He took Triple G's undefeated. He took Billy Joe Saunders undefeated. He took Caleb Smith's undefeated. This guy is a terrorist. He needs to be.
He needs to be stopped.
I'm just kidding. He's not. He's doing the job. And I'm gonna tell you this much. He is not picking cherry-picked undefeated fighters. These guys are top of their class. Right. If Canelo wasn't part of the weight division, Jaime Munguia's on top, Berlanga's on top,
right?
Caleb Plant's on top. Right. So I don't want to say that he's cherry-picking because the fights that he has, I'm okay with. Now, Berlanga did go down. He hit the canvas. Right. He got back up
pretty quick.
He was mad at himself, too.
Yeah, he was like, damn, I can't believe I got caught.
Yo, he got caught good, too. I thought that was going to be the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't. It didn't happen, right? Henry, who do you think Canelo should fight next?
Honestly, in that weight division, I don't see anybody. Like, everyone else in that weight division that's, like, top-notch is just, like, I feel like isn't there right now. Like, we've got Diego Pacheco, right?
Yeah.
Demetrius Andrade. I mean, I think like those are really the only two in that weight division right now that could do anything.
That are left,
like,
too.
I mean, I honestly feel like his performance was not what everyone was expecting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the same thing with Crawford. You know, I think they should just still fight.
Crawford and Canelo?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy's out of his mind.
I'm going to be on that.
Guys, you're saying that you want
the Crawford fight. That's the big money fight right now. That's the big money fight.
Payday?
It's a big payday.
It's a payday fight?
I think Canelo's got a few more fights left in him. You know, he's getting older. So I think he's going to, you know, he has the ability to just pick his big money fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think he's just going to take that and get a big paycheck because, you know, that Prince is paying out.
Yeah. I think Canelo. Oh, the Prince.
The Prince.
That's on another note. The Prince making $20 fights happen. He's making $20 pay-per-views happen, people. No more streaming. You don't need to stream no more. It's that cheap.
Facts.
It's that cheap.
That's a fact.
And hey, listen, nobody wants to pay no $90.
Nobody.
On a
He's doing the Bivol better be for free.
For free.
For free.
That's going to be top notch.
Yeah.
Top-notch fight. But
Facts.
so, Canelo, the only fight that I want to see is him versus Benavidez. That's the only one.
Okay.
Benavidez needs to come back down to 168 and fight this man. I don't think, or Canelo can move up to 175 like he did before.
No.
He took Caleb. He's
not going to 175.
He already did. It won't be his first time.
Yeah, but he lost at 175.
But he won too.
He like, you have to think of it this way. Like, for him to move up to 175, I would say it's kind of like hard for him. He's a smaller dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's always coming in under 168. If you think about it, he's coming in 166. In his last 3 fights.
Yeah.
So I think he's more of a true, like, middleweight than he is a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So his first light heavyweight fight was against Kovalev. And he beat Kovalev and knocked him out. The last light heavyweight fight he had was against Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah.
We all know what happened to that.
He took the L.
So I guess Benavidez. I can't even say it's Benavidez's fault. I think it's just Canelo not wanting to fight him, and he's in. We all know it's gonna be a tough fight.
Facts.
But Benavidez is a champ. He's crazy talented. He's got power behind those gloves, man. Heavy hands, just like Canelo. And his boxing acumen is good.
Yeah.
It's high. So that's the only fight I want to see out of Canelo. But Berlanga, now he has his first loss. He's got humbled. His post-fight interviews have been, Canelo, I've looked up to him. Ever since, I've grown up as a fighter, I always looked up to him. He was a role model. He's changing his ways. Of course, he's not selling the fight no more. The fight's done.
Right.
But Berlanga, now, I think he needs to fight Jaime Munguia. That fight would be an amazing fight.
I agree with you on that one.
And, again,
that would be a great undercard.
Mexico versus Puerto Rico.
Again.
Boricua, baby.
And I think that would be like, they would be basically just punching each other. I think that would be a great fight.
No, that would be
a
really good fight. Slugfest.
Yeah.
It would be a action-packed, I think. So if the Prince can make that happen, my birthday is in January. Please make this fight happen.
Making moves.
We need this fight. We need this fight, people. So on that undercard, the Canelo undercard, we got to see our boy Caleb Plant.
Facts.
And he fought this dude, Trevor McCumby.
Yep.
Caleb Plant wins by KO in the 9th round.
Facts.
Now, I'm going to tell you this much. Caleb Plant did not look good.
Not in the beginning.
The early round.
Correct.
He was having a lot of trouble.
That dude could fight, man. Trevor was... I was like, okay, he's
Surprising.
fighting a freaking cab driver, and he wasn't.
No, he's got heavy hands.
Yeah, facts. That dude can...
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see Trevor fight more.
And this
sure.
This is what I'm going to say about fighters. True champions adapt. You have to adapt or die. Right? And Caleb Plant adapted.
Word.
He stopped fighting on the outside. He went in there and he fought him in a telephone booth. And McCumby could not answer the fight on the inside. And he got caught.
Right.
He got caught. And I think McCumby might, he has some power. I want to see him fight again. I don't know about fighting Caleb Plant again because he got schooled. Even just to adapt, he already knows him.
I don't think Caleb Plant, like, I think the 3 main guys right now is the last we were just talking about is Munguia, Berlanga and Plant. They could do like a trilogy, like not a trilogy.
Like a
I mean,
Super Six. Remember that Super
yeah, we
Six
could,
tournament?
but it's the three of them.
No, you got Diego Pacheco too.
We got Diego, but Diego's still like super young. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He doesn't have like big name fights yet. He'd have to really prove himself and fight somebody that is like a stepping stone fighter. Like I'm not seeing it, for him yet. But he's like up and coming.
He's got skills.
He's got skills. He's undefeated. He's 23.
He's got skills.
You
He's
know,
super
so-
young. The sky's the limit for this guy. I think it's either gonna be a bust or he's gonna be a superstar. But yeah, so Caleb Plant, I think he should fight either Berlanga or Munguia too. Throw them in the mix, and because I mean Caleb Plant was a champion too. He had a belt.
Yep.
And he definitely would give a great fight to those two. I don't know
I don't know
about
what's next for that weight division. It's kind of
168 there's a king.
Canelo's
There's
king
a
right
king
now.
and everybody needs to bow down
Facts.
to Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Facts.
Viva Mexico, cabrones.
Right.
So another
I
fight.
was gonna say Garcia Lara, which I enjoyed that fight because I don't like Garcia.
And I love Garcia.
Yo, I was like, Lara's looking good.
Lara looked good.
He's looking good, even though he's
Old ass man.
41 years
Old
old.
ass man.
41 years
School
old.
Danny Garcia.
Man,
It's bad.
that was like I've never, I thought Garcia was gonna, make it to the end, and his dad threw in the towel for him, and his dad talks smack, like my son's got something special. Da da da. He ain't got the dog left in him anymore.
Yeah, it's tough, but he moved up 2 weight classes. He moved up to 160. And that's just a feat on itself because you're fighting from 147, and that is about 13 pounds heavier. You're gonna be slower, right? If you don't train, you're not gonna have the same speed, and also the fighters are stronger in a higher weight class. So not only are you losing a little bit of speed, but you're gonna be getting hit with harder punches. So your chin better be up there.
The thing is, though, you have to think of it like Lara's last couple fights haven't been. I would say, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm thinking like, oh, he doesn't really do much knockouts, but he does do them. But it's not like like explosive where it's like we know Garcia's got a chin. You know what I mean? I think I would have thought that Lara would have gotten knocked down because he's more skilled, man. These Cuban fighters are super skilled. We know this. I thought he beat Canelo back in the day when they fought.
Lara?
Yeah.
You crazy.
I'm not crazy.
You crazy, man. I guess we're going to rewatch it.
Rewatch the fight. All right? But I think Lara's nice. He's just old now, man. He's 41, but I don't know what's next for him. You know what I'm saying? But
at 160, he could fight a few people. If he wants to go into the realm of champions, he can move down a weight class and challenge your boy Terrence Crawford at 154. Okay, let's get back at it.
All right.
Garcia. Danny Garcia. I don't know.
He's done.
I don't know.
He's
Is 160 it? I don't know.
I think he should just retire.
I think maybe go down to 154.
I think retirement.
Yeah. Going to the sunset.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like he's making money. He's got investments other places. I don't think he's got that fight left in him anymore.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Because even if he goes to welterweight, he's getting washed. I think Ennis beats him easily.
Yeah, Boots got talent.
Yeah,
he's got a high boxing acumen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. But I'd love to see what's next for him. I really do because I'm interested. I follow him. I think I've been following him since that Amir Khan fight. where he
Word.
knocked out Amir Khan, and he was the underdog, and
But that's what put him on the map.
That's what put him on the
But
map.
I always thought Garcia was a cherry picker.
Yeah,
He cherry picked a lot of his fights, and that's when I stopped being
Sean
his fan.
Porter's cherry pick.
Well, what? Name another fighter.
Another fighter at 147.
That look, if we pull it up, I'm telling you, man, I truly believe that he cherry picked, a bunch of cab drivers. You know what I mean? Like he did. You know what? His last like 3 fights.
Yeah, tell me.
Were we have Lara, Jose Benavidez Jr. and Errol Spence. Okay.
Cherry pick Errol Spence.
No, but those last 3
Benavidez
fights,
Jr.
Those last 3
he's
fights.
right.
But everyone else before that, other than Sean Porter, and then you know what? I'm looking at it now. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I always thought he cherry picked fight.
Nah, bro, it's Danny Garcia.
You're right.
Bro.
You know what? You're right. Lamont Peterson, Paulie Malignaggi.
Malignaggi, you remember that fight?
Robert
Jesus.
Guerrero, Keith Thurman, Brandon Rios.
Yo,
man,
he's got a good resume.
4 losses
and 4 losses.
Yeah.
The other fight that I found very interesting was Rolando Romero versus Manuel Jaimes. Rolly came out looking like Bruce Lee. He had the Bruce Lee shoes. His whole getup, but his feet wasn't moving like Bruce Lee.
Got no footwork.
Rolly won, right? And he won by unanimous decision. And all the judges had a 99-91.
I try to like Rolly, but it's just like he talks so much smack, and he's fought, top guys in his division, and he gets beat up, and he also fights bums that kind of like have no footwork either. I think if he had footwork and focused on his footwork, because I feel like it's like flat-footed and he has power, but if he was able to do with his footwork or have footwork, he would be very dangerous in that division.
He's got strength behind those gloves.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. But if he had good footwork, it would be even.
I don't know.
Better.
I don't think his chin is. I don't think his chin is.
But if he had footwork, he would have better defense game. All that is what I'm saying. Okay. He's got no footwork.
It'd make him a fuller fighter. I agree. It would make him a fuller fighter. It would make him a little bit more skilled. I don't know if I want to see him fight again, to be honest with you.
I'd watch him fight again. See what other guy he fights.
I don't know, man. I don't think he doesn't entertain me, He doesn't entertain me every time I see him fight. He just like you mentioned, he just talks smack. Yeah, I'm not trying to take away his athleticism. I mean, fat boy over here talking about a guy who's 140 pounds.
They're all
athletes, but compared to the other athletes, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Super lightweight, like who's in that weight division? Mostly
140.
Yeah, that weight division is kind of stacked. That
it is.
So
Teofimo.
That's what I'm saying. Like they all got really good footwork.
Danny
and they were out.
Ryan Garcia.
Keep it going.
Who else is at 140? Well,
just either way, man.
Not Shakur. Shakur's not at 140. He's at 130. I think 135. But yeah, man, I think I don't know. He ain't it. I think he's a stepping stone fighter now.
Yeah.
You got to go through him
but he's
to get the
still young though.
He is. Hopefully, maybe with a change of training or maybe a different coach, he could build up his defense.
Right.
Right? Just like how you mentioned, start jumping rope. Yo, he's gonna punch me when he sees me.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna say anything.
Cruz said jump rope, homie. Get your footwork right.
Facts.
Oh man, but yeah, no, that fight card was stacked. I really was, even though the pay-per-view was expensive, I was in San Diego visiting our sister during that fight, so I wasn't in New York, and it's super weird, man. Just like we're from New York, we live in New York. Going out to the West Coast and having that time change while the boxing events are happening.
It's early.
Usually, like, the fight's over in New York, and then the
1 in the
party's
morning.
done. Yeah, party's gonna kind of go down.
Right.
But in Cali, let's go out. It's like they still got the night. You know what I'm saying? It's good,
It's
but
true.
I was going. I could. I didn't. I felt weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like, what are we gonna do? What are we supposed to do?
They always go by Eastern Standard Time, so
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I did enjoy the card. Like I said, I can't wait to see Canelo fight again. He's the fighter of this generation.
Yeah, facts.
He's the fighter of this generation, and he's
I'd say this decade, right?
At least
this decade, the past almost 10 years, 8 years, I would say.
Yeah,
he's been killing it.
He's been killing it since he's been pro. The only loss he has against is Mayweather, and even at that loss, the next fight he came back like a different fighter. He came back. He learned from that loss, and that's what true champions do and true superstars. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for all these fighters that were on that card. Henry, do you have anything else you wanna mention?
No, man. I just I just want to see better fights happen. I want to see Teofimo fight. He hasn't fought mad long.
What's he doing? He was training with Canelo.
Yeah, he's training with Canelo. Like,
that'd be crazy.
Fight Devin Haney.
That'd be
fight Devin Haney.
He needs to fight Devin Haney.
He needs to fight Devin Haney.
Devin Haney is broken. Devin Haney has a lot of
I can't believe
monsters. Not monsters, but he has a lot of things he's dealing with, and I think that loss. Yes, it's a loss.
I think they both need to
was
fight.
A loss against Ryan Garcia. I don't care. You could take that away from the history books, but I seen it.
It happened.
It happened. I seen him.
I've never seen that happen. Like,
what, they take away?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
boxing's changing, man. But I want to see Teofimo fight Devin Haney as the next fight. You know what I mean? I think that's would be a great fight to watch because, Teofimo has that one loss.
Yeah.
And then he hasn't really done much lately.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I want to see him fight because, like he fought back in June, and before that, it was like he's not really fighting big names.
Yeah.
So, but he's fire though.
He just moved. He just moved up though. He moved up from 135 to 140.
Right.
So now he's at I think he was the first one to move to 140 before Devin Haney moved to 140. Before Ryan Garcia. Yeah, that's we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. Please,
thank you.
Like, share, subscribe. Tell your mama. Tell your daddy. Tell your grandma. Tell your sisters. Watch the podcast. Love you guys. Peace. Later.